Yo, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. I am your host, C Money. First off, I'd like to say happy holidays to everybody. I know it's been a minute since I did a post, and I'm sorry I've been busy with work and everything else. And right now I'm kind of under the weather, but I'll manage, because it is the cold and flu season. But how everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's holidays is great. Hope everybody is well. This is in this episode I want to kind of this was a video I was supposed to do a while back, but I didn't never got to it. Um, Last month I did a video at Christmas Wonderland, which is a new Christmas themed park here in the South Florida area. It's been up and running for about 2 years now, going on, and I wanted to give my I did say when I did the video I was going to compare them to um, Santa's Enchanted Forest. Now, let me give you a little bit insight. Santa's Enchanted Forest was the original Christmas themed park here in the Miami, Florida area. It originally started at Tropical Park in the southern part of Miami, and when COVID hit, it closed temporarily, and then when it reopened, it got rebranded to a new location because they lost a contract with the county, because Tropical Park is a county park. For 1 year, they moved to the Hialeah Park area, which is home to the Hialeah Casino and also Hialeah Racing, and got much backlash. Me and my girl went there, and we didn't too much like it. I told you that. I don't know if I ever told you that. Right there by the trains, it's right there by the Hialeah Metro Rail Station. You get off. They had school buses to shuttle the people from the parking lot to partial entrance. Then you get taken halfway. Then you have to walk like another 5 to 10 minutes to get to the entrance. And it was small. It was small. A lot of people say it was bigger, but it was smaller. And then the year after, they ended up going to a new location in Medley, which was a big old empty lot in Medley, Florida, which was a little bit better than the Hialeah location. But the only thing is, excuse me, a lot of the rides that they had at the original Tropical Park, they did not bring back, and that was one of the things that really got to me. And of course, this year, 2024, Santa's Enchanted Forest decided not to open this year for this holiday season, and it hurted a lot of people, and it also hurted me as well. So it prompted me to go check out Christmas Wonderland, which was the new Christmas theme that is not associated with Santa's Enchanted Forest. Because last year, Santa's Enchanted Forest competed with Christmas Wonderland. Because last year, Christmas Wonderland opened up and Santa's Enchanted Forest opened up. And I took me, my mom, and my nephew had went to Santa's Enchanted Forest. And I ended up having to, went, and I always wanted to know, what is this Christmas Wonderland about? And when it was announced on their Instagram page and also their Facebook page that they would not be opening for this 2024 holiday season, it was like it left a lot of people shocked. And I had a feeling that it was going to be due to several reasons. There's several reasons. Number one, ever since they moved from Tropical Park, it has not been the same. And they had to move twice. They moved from Tropical Park to Hialeah, then from Hialeah to Medley, which is west of Hialeah. And then now the transportation sucks because the location that they're at. Because see, when they was at Tropical Park, there was bus service that went there. Even though the bus service stopped running like around 8, 9 o'clock at night, you still had time to go to Santa's Enchanted Forest, hang out for a few hours, and then catch the last bus going back. But the new location in Hialeah was okay because you had the Metro Rail station that closed at midnight, and Tropical Park closed at midnight. So by 11:30, when it's time to close, you can walk over to the Metro Rail and bam, you can get on the train and go wherever you need to go. But the new location in Medley, there isn't bus service. You get off at the Palmetto Metro Rail station, which is the last stop on the Metro, northern part of the Metro Rail, And remember, I did a video on Palmetto Metro Rail Station. And then you will have to either take that joyous walk, which is probably maybe a 30-minute walk, or less, depending on how you walk, or you Uber. Like me, I Ubered. Me, my mom, and my nephew, we Ubered there. And there is a bus service that do go to that train, to the Metro Rail Station, but they don't go get you close enough to there. You'll probably have to get halfway, and then you'll have to walk the rest. So it's a lot. So I'm thinking that's one of the reasons. Now I want to compare the two about it. Even though Sanderson Enchanted Forest will always be my A1 spot for Christmas fun, these Christmas Wonderland has its pros and cons. It's good and bad. First off, the pricing. It costed me almost close to $100 for two people to get in. And it was clearly, oh my God. If you go and actually go to the park and buy your tickets at the park, it is $49. And that's probably not including the tax and processing fee or whatever. But if you buy it online, it is $39. And I actually saved $10. But with everything coming afloat, I ended up spending $95 anyway for two people, because I bought a ticket for me and my mom to go. And I was like, what? Imagine if I would have bought it for $49 at the park. It would have been over $100, because $39 plus the processing fee and whatever taxes, probably it came up to $95. That's $5 less than $100. If I would have bought it at the park, it probably would have did the same thing. The good side about it, if you do buy it at the park, they have self-ordering kiosks. So you don't have to wait in the long line at the ticket booth to order your tickets. Because, when Sanderson Enchanted Forest, they had ticket booths where you had to order online and everything and stuff like that. The pros about Sanderson Enchanted Forest is theirs was no more than $40 to get in. And they had senior citizen discount. The senior citizens paid about the same as a child's ticket. Because a child ticket was like maybe $29 at Christmas Wonderland. If you're paying $40 at Sanderson Enchanted Forest, it's probably half their price. They did have a senior citizen discount. At Christmas Wonderland, the seniors had to pay the regular same price as an adult. And I'm like, wow, because my mom is a senior citizen. And I was like, that's sad. The other pro to Sanderson Enchanted Forest, they offered express passes. Now, what express pass is an additional $20 where they have a separate line where when the ride finishes, the first few people, let's say the first 6 people, can get on first before the rest of the line. Let's say there's 50 people in the regular line and you have an express pass. You could get in the express lane where you can be the next one on, depending if you're if it's 10 people and it says the first 6 people get in and you're one of the first 6, you're going to get in. Now if you're the next after the 6, then you're going to have to wait till the next ride, but guaranteed you're the first one to get on. And the next 50 people, they only allow how much they can get on. Christmas Wonderland does not offer express passes. So if you get there and you have to wait in line for about 10-15 minutes, you have to wait in line 10-15 minutes. That was the flaw for Christmas Wonderland. I would say that the nativity scenes at Christmas Wonderland is a little bit more better than the Christmas nativity scenes at Sanderson Enchanted Forest, because they did have, if you go back and look at my video of Christmas Wonderland that I did, they did have different themed nativity areas as you walk down, because it's in the same location that Sanderson Enchanted Forest was at Tropical Park. So it's good. So their nativity scenes is a little bit more better. They have more activities for you to do. It's like Sanderson Enchanted Forest nativity scenes was just like made up, and it was something like, okay, we're just gonna put some cardboards up and make it a nativity scene. Christmas Wonderland took their time with the nativity scenes and everything was fabulous. If you want to learn, see about the nativity scenes, check out my video. I have a whole video explaining Christmas Wonderland and everything, and what I would say about Christmas Wonderland, the rides there was not so thrilling to me. Like when Santa's Enchanted Forest was at Tropical Park, they had thrill rides. They had some of the most thrilling rides I've. One of the thrill rides I loved was a ride called Windstorm, and they had several other thrill rides. When Santa's Enchanted Forest moved to the Hialeah location and moved to the Medley location, they lost most of their thrill rides, and it they did have some thrill rides, but it wasn't as fun as they was when they was at the original location. Christmas Wonderland had they brought some of the rides that used to be at Santa's Enchanted Forest was at Christmas Wonderland, like the Polar Express, the Magnum, because a lot of those rides that was at Christmas Wonderland wasn't that used to be at Santa's Enchanted Forest was not at Santa's Enchanted Forest, and it just really baffled me. Like wow, I would have thought that they. And the first year that Santa's Enchanted, when I looked at Santa's Enchanted Forest, like roster of rides, it did say some of the rides that they were supposed to have was supposed to be there, and it was not there, and I was like, oh my god, why? So that's another thing. They some of their shows was okay. The show that really got me was a three-dimensional show, like a dome show that they had where the dome was, it's like an inside dome, and they had like a dome show. It was very cold in there, even though it wasn't really cold outside at the time, but it was cold on the inside because it was a dome, and they had a dome show, like something like a planetarium, and the show was amazing. But the rides, I didn't get to ride all the rides, of course. And one thing that they did do, there was some of the video that I didn't show you. Like I know because we left around close to midnight, and they do have this little thing that says, "Oh, Christmas Wonderland will be closing in 15 minutes." They let you know over the loudspeaker that they're closing in 15 minutes. They didn't do that at Santa's Enchanted Forest. And even though, like I said, Santa's Enchanted Forest had its pros and cons, Christmas Wonderland has their pros and cons because I would have bought, because I went the second day. If you looked at the video, I went the second day it opened up. It opened up on a Thursday, I believe, and I ended up going on that Friday. And now they have it, and I seen another post because remember the first day they opened up, I don't know if I ever told you, the first day they opened up, they had videos on social media where the lines were so long that they had to end up closing the park because the traffic lines were so long to get inside. They had to close the park. And recently, a few days ago, they did another post where the park capacity was filled and they had to close the park, meaning that if you was in the park, you got in. But if you wasn't in the park, they wasn't letting you in because the park capacity was overwhelming. Now, I didn't never knew that was a thing when it comes to outside theme parks because I have been to parks, like I've been to Disney World, no, not Disney World. Recently, when I went to Universal Studios back in 2020, and I went to Universal Studios, the park was overcapacitated. Like the park was full, and that was during COVID time. And when we went into Islands of Adventure, the wait times for a lot of the rides was awful. Like the lines over there. We only went on one ride, and that was one of the Dr. Seuss rides, because all of the adult thrill rides were so packed. It took us over an hour or so to try to get on those rides, and then my friend was like, let's go. I don't want to be waiting, and we'll go we'll leave, and because it was overwhelming. Yeah, but I didn't think that an outside theme park had an and I want to know what is the maximum capacity of a theme park, because you do realize people roam throughout the park. It's not like everybody. It's not like it's actual one location like a house, or like when you go in a restaurant, they say the maximum capacity is 40, and after 40 people, you got to stop other people from coming in. Or it's not like a nightclub where they say, oh, we can only allow 100 people in the club, and it's after 100, so we have to stop until people start leaving. This is an outside theme park. Like, I never knew that outside theme parks had a maximum capacity, and they had posted on there that if you were still in the theme park, you're safe. You know, you can continue to stay in there. We closed at midnight, and I'm like, so if I buy my ticket, and this is the thing that I get, I don't remember if they gave me a selective date. I think they did, was you just buy your ticket for whatever you go. But what if I buy my ticket for that day, and then I come there and you say I can't get into the park or I can't get into the venue? Am I supposed to get a refund, or are you gonna give me a voucher for another day? And that's the one thing that gets me about these theme parks and stuff. Like, you're basically telling me that I bought my ticket, you know, because I stay in the northern part of Miami. You know, I went all the way down there, and it cost me almost $30 to $40. It cost me close to $30 just to get home. I tried to find the best possible. Well, no. It cost me cheaper than that. You know, it was cheaper because I kept fumbling with the Uber and Lyfts, and you know, it was because you know we're south. Christmas Wonderland is south of the airport. If you're from Miami-Dade, you should know. You can see it from the 826 Expressway and everything. And I was like, oh my God, like, imagine the people who paid for their tickets and actually went to Christmas Wonderland, and they said, oh, you can't come in because it's over. I would understand if you go in there to buy your ticket, but if you bought your ticket online and you come there and say, I bought my ticket, and let you in. If anybody have been to Christmas Wonderland, or if anybody knows somebody who was at Christmas Wonderland, I want to know, what is the maximum capacity that you can have? Well, at any outside theme park, is there a maximum capacity where you can have? And that was one of the flaws of Christmas Wonderland, because they didn't have a maximum capacity at Santa's Enchanted Forest. You know, they allow people to come and everything and stuff like that. The only thing is, like, why is you doing a maximum capacity? What is the capacity $5,000? Is the capacity $3,000? I mean, not $3,000, not dollars. I mean, is the maximum capacity 2,000 people? Because you got to realize, not only do you have the guests that's coming in there, you have the vendors that are selling their food and merchandise. You have the workers that are there, and you also have the cleaning crew, meaning the bathroom attendants, the people that walk around and cleans up the park and stuff. And then you have law enforcement officers that have to walk the park. So are you including them into your maximum capacity, or are you just saying, you know, and how are you basing your maximum capacity? Is it like every ticket sale that is purchased, you add it to where? Because, you know, there are a lot of people that buy their tickets prior to going. Like I had person that works for a non-profit organization, and I mean that is part of a non-profit organization, not a non-profit organization. They come, they works at my job to make money for non-profit. Excuse me, and they bought their tickets prior to going to Christmas Wonderland, and they actually went the day of their birthday, and I want to know, how do you base the maximum capacity? Because if I buy my tickets today and I'm not going until Saturday or Sunday, are you going to deny me my entrance because I bought my ticket? How do you base your maximum capacity? It's not like you're picking, oh, the day you're going and everything, so now we don't reach our daily maximum capacity, so now we got to post, nobody else is allowed in the park. How is that? Because now that's giving me like, how are you basing your maximum capacity? Are you scanning each ticket, and after each ticket it gives you how it asks, like, you scan the first ticket, and then from the first ticket you keep scanning. Now you're at 1,000 tickets, so then you go to 2,000 tickets, and you say, "Oop, 2,000 tickets. There's 2,000 people in the park. Now we got to stop the park." Is that what you're basing off your maximum capacity? What are you basing your maximum capacity off of? Because if anybody works in any type of field like that, let me know, what do your business or places like that, because I didn't experience that when I went to Universal Studios. They did do social distancing and everything. In certain areas, you did have to have your mask on. They did do the little COVID checks. They scan your face for COVID and all that, and they did do COVID protocols. But I don't think they had maximum capacity. You know, but I did. They probably did. The only thing is with their maximum capacity, I went and they was doing daytime Halloween horror nights where they was only doing Halloween horror nights through the daytime. They only had like 3 houses that you can go to, and then you had to pick the times that you can go inside because they had selected times where people can go in, and it was only a certain amount of people can go in at this time. Like if you went in at noon, you had to pick noon, and if it like say they're only saying we can only do 40 people at noon. Yeah, after that 40th person, they can say stop. We can't let nobody in for noon. You got to go and pick the 12:15 or the 12:30 time slot, and stuff like that. So I think that's the only thing they was doing. But the maximum capacity, I didn't think they have a maximum capacity. Even when you go now to these theme parks, like one of my favorite theme parks in Orlando is Fun Spot, and they don't have and that's an outside park. It's not really a theme park, but it's an amusement park, and I've never seen them where they said they have to have maximum capacity. I may have seen where they do social distancing where you have to sit in every other seat and stuff like that because that's how it was on the buses, and traveling buses and the trains and the planes and stuff like that. But as far as maximum capacity, I went to Fun Spot for the past few years, and I've never seen where they've said, "Oh, we've reached our maximum." Even though Fun Spot doesn't get packed like most theme parks, but I've never seen them say we have maximum capacity. So that kind of blew me off with Christmas Wonderland. If I pay my ticket and I come, and that's like saying because it's the only themed Christmas amusement park here in South Florida. So if I drive all the way from West Palm Beach, come all the way to the southern part of Miami just to go to Christmas Wonderland, you say, "Hey, I can't let you in," and I'm like, "I drove all the way here from Fort Lauderdale. I drove all the way here from, West Palm Beach, and I can't get inside the theme park." It's a lot of factors behind that. And I'm like, okay, now that makes me wonder, like, what is it? But there's a lot of things. If you remember, if you've ever been to Sanderson Enchanted Falls, I would like to hear what was your memories all about that is. If you've been to Christmas Wonderland, and I would like to know what your thoughts is about that. I'm intrigued to want to know if Santa will be returning back or are they closing for good because this themed Christmas theme park has been here for over 40 years. I still don't know why they left Tropical Park. Because I know when somebody's contract is up, you have an opportunity to renew it. I don't know if the county wanted to renew their contract. And I want to know who is behind this Christmas Wonderland. Because it seems like, it seems like it was something under the slide. That's like saying, you're closing a Winn-Dixie just to put in a Publix. That's basically what Christmas Wonderland was. You closed down Senator Enchanted Forest and moved them out to put in a Christmas Wonderland. And that's the same way of saying I closed out a that's just like what happened with the video I did at Central Shopping Plaza. Even though it didn't have to do with that, the Kmart closed and they put in a Target. If you go back to my videos, go back to Central Shopping Plaza, and it'll tell you. I give a deep detail that Kmart closed because Kmart was going out of business with all their stores. But it's the same kind of. It kind of gives you that same feeling that you closed and moved Senator Enchanted Falls, and then a year or two later, you end up opening up Christmas Wonderland in the same spot. Like I said, that's just like closing the Winn-Dixie and putting the Publix there. So you close a supermarket just to put another high-end supermarket that's overpriced. That's basically what it was with Senator Enchanted Forest and Christmas Wonderland. You closed Senator Enchanted Forest, which was a cost-friendly place that had a lot of cost-friendly amenities, to put in a high-end, expensive place that doesn't have amenities like senior discounts or express passes or anything like that. And even though your nativity scenes was a good, are looking good, and you didn't have a lot of thrill rides, but you bought some of the rides that was at Center Forest back. It was a lot. I want to know what your thoughts on this. Have you been to Center Forest? Have you been to Christmas Wonderland? What are your thoughts about this? Email me roundtable00 at yahoo.com. Don't forget to comment at the bottom of this page as well. I want to know your thoughts and views. If you have a Christmas themed park in your area, please share it with us. I want to know, because I know there are a lot of themed park Christmas themes that are going on throughout the country, and even though I'm not able to get to them, share your thoughts and your you know reviews on it. You know, I would have did a Center Falls review, but I didn't. And this year they didn't open up. I would have did both of them. I would have did Center Falls, and I would have did Christmas Wonderland. But since Center Falls didn't open up this year, I just happened to just do Christmas Wonderland. I want to know your views on that. Do you think that everything that Christmas Wonderland is doing is okay? The only thing that I like about Christmas Wonderland is that they have the self-ordering kiosks, because a lot of businesses now are doing self-ordering kiosks. When you go to CVS, when you go to Walmart, Five and Below, a lot of these places are doing self-ordering kiosks where you can purchase your stuff self-ordering. That's the only thing I like about it. And I like that the nativity scenes are nice and everything, but everything else, you don't have too much of thrill rides. Most of the rides are like kiddie rides for the family. Most are like family friendly rides. You don't have any thrill rides and stuff like that. So I want to know what you think about it. Do you think, if you've ever been to Christmas Wonderland, or have you ever been to Center Forest? What are your thoughts? What are your reviews on these locations? What is your comparison to these two? I want to know. Comment at the bottom of this page. Email me roundtable00 at yahoo.com. Oh, and I'm so sorry, and I do apologize. I meant to say, if y'all notice, I am wearing glasses. These are reading glasses, because I recently started, having trouble reading stuff. So I've been wearing reading glasses, and for me, I know that if you leave them on, it'll affect your eyes. But it starts, I'm not like, I can see, but it'll be blurry. And when I read, I have to read up close. So yes, I have to have reading glasses. So if you've noticed that I've been wearing them, I think I wore them on Christmas Wonderland, but I've been wearing reading glasses for the past couple of months. It's just that I normally don't take them. I normally take them off when I don't need them. Like, I take them off when I go to sleep, of course. And I just put them on when I used to read and stuff. And then I just started getting to the point where I got sick of taking them on and off, so I just leave them on. And this is probably the first episode you've seen them with me on. But yes, I'm wearing reading glasses. But okay, this is the end of this episode. I thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to comment at the bottom of this page. You can also email me roundtable00 at yahoo.com. I thank y'all for watching. Happy holidays to y'all. If I don't do another video before the New Year's, Happy New Year's to everybody. I will try to get a video in before the New Year's, but if I don't, I want to wish all of y'all a Happy New Year. Happy holidays, Happy New Year's. And I hope everything in the New Year's brings joy and laughter and everything. And, I hope your New Year's will be fun. I'll probably be doing something for New Year's. And, hey, I might do a video for New Year's. Who knows? But I'm just saying, if I don't see y'all before the New Year's, I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Happy New Year's to all of y'all out there. Don't forget to check out my videos. Hot spots in South Florida. Don't forget to check out history in South Florida. Hot spots in South Florida also includes Christmas Wonderland, so don't forget to check that out. Don't forget to check out Traveling with the Roundtable, where I did several videos on my travelings from Atlanta and to Georgia, as well from Atlanta to Warner Robins. And don't forget to check out my other videos as well. But I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is the Roundtable Talk. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay healthy. Apparently I'm under the weather right now, but this is, I wanted to get the video out because if I waited too late, I'd be like, darn it, this was a video that was supposed to be done weeks ago. This was supposed to get done after I did the Christmas Wonderland um episode, and I waited and waited, and I had so much going on to where I couldn't get to it. And I said, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. So I had no choice, but now it's here. But I thank y'all for watching. I gotta go take some medicines and stuff like that. I've been taking medicines. I'm not as bad. I don't have COVID. It's a cold and flu season, and a lot of people that I know around me has gotten sick. So eventually I knew I was gonna get it, even though I was taking medicines and everything. But this is the Round Table Talk. I'm your host, C Money. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay hydrated, and stay healthy for this matter. And I will see you in the next episode. Take care.